Good morning. Good morning. It's Michelle from Monkey's Creations. Come on in. Sorry, TikTok. You're really blurry. I have no idea why. I'm going to end. Good morning, y'all. Sorry, I am late. Couldn't find the remote so I could turn the TV off downstairs. So Mom is still trying to find it. So please. I'm sorry. Okay, that's better. Okay. Good morning. Better view TikTok. Sorry about that. Let me take a second to breathe. It is Friday, y'all. Come on in. She had the TV blasting and I could not find the remote. I don't know what she did with it. So I'm just like, I just had to unplug it. Anyway, we are going to make a dahlia this morning. Here is the petal. I am using the foam sheets that we used for the angel a couple weeks ago. So we're using those. We are using the Wreath of Joy 8-inch frame. And I think that's it. So we're going to wing this together. We're going to figure it out. So if you have not seen the foam sheets, this is what they look like. There is a in my Amazon storefront, there is a link for these sheets. So if you want to grab some, you can. I think you get 100 sheets for $19.99, I believe. So I think we're ready. I think I've calmed down. But it's Friday, y'all. So everybody get off the couch, get out of the bed, get off the chair, put your coffee down. Because it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Good morning. I know we're going to have to rip it apart. Just there's so many things downstairs that it's just almost impossible. But we're going to look. So I've started a little sheet, so I know exactly how many petals. Of course, when we get to the middle, it is still kind of blank. So we will fill that in for you as we get started. So let me bring everybody down. Hey, hey. Let me grab a drink, y'all. I apologize. All right. So what I've done is I've taken that sheet, that big sheet. Let me show you again. And I have cut it down to a 10 by 10. Okay. So it starts out like this. I cut it down to a 10-inch square. Now, I'm not going to waste this. I'll put it through my shredder and use it to pack cups so it won't get wasted. And then I took that 10 by 10 and I cut it right down the middle. So now from one piece, we have two pieces. Hello, hello. So what we're going to do is we're putting 5 petals in every set. So 5 petals between each crossbar is what I'm thinking. So we're going to take half of that sheet and I'm going to grab a band and I'm going to show y'all a trick on how to get these straight on a wire frame. So we have the inside of our mesh roller. We have our half of a petal. We have our band. We're going to need 2 zip ties. And we're going to take that long cut edge. We're going to take and just put the edge of your mesh roller down at the bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll this right around that roller, just like that. Okay, so that's what we have. And then I'm going to slide it out. We're taking this edge up to a line, and I'm going to pinch at the 1-inch mark, just like that. Hey, hey. Well, look, it's last minute. And then we're just going to band it. Then we're going to take a zip tie, and we're going to run that zip tie around where we just banded it, just like that. We're going to take another zip tie, run it right through between the zip tie and the foam. Just like that. And we're closing that up. And then we're just going to clip that zip tie off. So now we'll be able to add our petal to the frame where it's not leaning off to one side. Okay. So now all we're going to do is we're going to start on the second ring. Okay. We're going to run that zip tie through, and we're actually going to tuck the end of that petal through those 2 bars. We're going to make sure that this is sitting upright, not tilted. And then we're going to feed that zip tie through, and we're actually going to zip tie it to the bar now. Just like that. So now our petal is sitting nice and straight and not off to the side. Okay, so I'm going to show you that one more time after we get this row done. I'm going to save the last one for this row. So we're putting 5 of these petals in between the bars, the crossbars. So zip tie through, run that extra foam down through, take that zip tie, run it through, and now we're just going to attach it to the second bar. So we're going to do most of this one upside down. You did, Beck. So we're putting 20 on this row. But see how nice and straight it makes the petal. Old school, right, Deanna? One, two, three, four. One more. As of today, you've watched me for a year. Yay! Okay, so that's what that first ring looks like. Now we'll be able to fluff all those petals. I'm trying not to smush them too much, but still want y'all to be able to see what I'm doing. Yes, I'll be showing how to make the petal again. Yes, ma'am. So you do have to use a few more zip ties doing it this way, but I definitely think it's worth it if you're you want your petals nice and sitting straight, and if the petals aren't so, like when we use you found the vein leaf petio, awesome. Does the foam come in different colors? So far, I found it in white and pink on Amazon, but I know it does come in yellows, oranges, purples. I just haven't sourced it yet. These are just foam sheets. I like it because it makes it look more delicate, I guess. Now you can definitely do this with Deco Mesh. I do have one that I did a number of years ago using poly burlap. So you can use whatever you would like. Deco Mesh, poly, horizontal wide stripe, anything like that will definitely work. I just kind of like the look of this foam. I don't know why. It just makes it a little more delicate. See, look how pretty that's going to be. So we're using 20 on the second ring. Yes, these are foam sheets. Oh, your cherub face comes today. Yay. Oh, there you go. Tanya sent y'all the link, my Amazon link. So I do make a few pennies off that link, just so you know. But you can find this and all kinds of stuff in my Amazon storefront. Oh, and she just shared the link to the original Dahlia I did using the poly burlap. Hello, hello. Yes, Marilyn, it's packing foam. But look how cute that is. Like, it's so delicate, I guess is the word I'm looking for. You did miss the Friday dance. Oh, hold on. put that one in upside down, so I just twisted it. All right. So last row. So we are working on that second ring. I don't know. I was just trying. I was y'all know me and Amazon. Oh, it went through the wrong. I put it around the wrong bar. Just, I'm always scoping out Amazon and trying to find different things to use. And I saw them and I was like, that may work. Let me see if I can. Oh, that went right through, which means I must not have this tight enough. There we go. So yeah, I'm always looking for different things we can use to make wreaths. And then the scraps won't get just thrown away. I can put them through my shredder and use them to pack around my cups when I ship those out. So hello, hello. Yep, I'm going to show you how to make the petal again. I'll actually be showing you a few more times, but I definitely wanted to show that trick a couple times since I haven't used it in quite a while. Where did I get the plastic containers? From Amazon. That link is in my Amazon storefront as well, and I absolutely love them. So this is the shelving system. Where'd it go? It's over there. So that I actually got the shelving system, a couple of those as well. All right, so let's cut these off, and I'm going to show you that petal again with that trick, a little trickery. The foam is from Amazon. Link is above in the comments, and it will be in the description of the video. Oh, that's pretty, y'all. All right, so we're going to do it one more time. I lost where I went. Where's my fifth one go? 1, 2, 3, 4. So my fifth one goes right there. All right, so gonna need a mesh roller. I said it right. Our other half to our petal. A band. And 2 zip ties. I needed that. All right, here we go. Mesh roller right to the end of the cut edge. I'm just rolling it from one side to the other. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Holding that down, pull that out, line this up at a mark, and then we're going to pinch at the 1 inch. Pinch, pinch. You can band it, or you can go ahead and put that first initial zip tie on, but we're going to then take the zip tie, run it around the end of that petal. Take the other zip tie, run it through the back of the zip tie that we just put on there. Do our initial zip tie tight. Clip that off, and now it's ready to attach to the bar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already lost where I went. 1, 2, 3, 4 goes right here. So then we just run that zip tie through, poke that foam through. Now you don't have to poke it, but it does sit a little better. And then take that zip tie, and then we're going to attach it to the middle ring so that they sit flat. So if you notice on a wire frame, if you go to, do I have another one that I can show you? I do right here. So if I was to take this, let me cut this off so I can turn it over. So if I was to take this, just run it around, then my petal would have to go in sideways. So it's always, unless once you get all your petals on, that it kind of holds it straight like that, you kind of have to put it in sideways. So if you don't want to have to deal with that, then do that trick I just showed you. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's our first row. All the words are in the way. What words? I don't know what you're talking about. So now what we're going to do is we're going to load our second row. Now on this row, I believe there are going to be 16. So on the second bar, 10-inch petals, 1 inch up, we're doing 16. So I'm going to put this row in between where these sit, 1 inch up. So we know we scrunched this at 1 inch. So I'm just going from that zip tie. So I'm putting that zip tie in this band, and then that's going to be my inch, approximately. And then we're just going to start putting our next round on. Now this one, it's going to be easier to load and add at the same time. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did that right. It can be, well, you'd still have to put something in the center. So now I'm just kind of lining up these around. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. The pink is in my storefront. Yeah, you could put a plastic canvas, or you can get a frame that already has everything on there. And you don't have to add, but that's, yeah, that's completely up to you how you want to do it. Susan, it's packing foam. Denise, it's packing foam. The thin plastic foam like you would put in dishes when you're packing. The link should be in the description for my Amazon storefront. Is that going to hold up good? It's just foam, so it should be fine. It should be. I mean, like anything else, it's gonna eventually fade and all that stuff, I would assume. I've never put one of these outside. So we're going to see how many I counted. I made 16. But like I said, we really never know until I start getting them on here. Good morning. Thanks, Susan. I don't always like to do conventional things. As you can tell, I like to use different items you wouldn't necessarily think of. Way. Can it be painted? Yes. This same kettle can be made with mesh. I've done it with poly burlap. rest of my big ones. Definitely lightweight. Yeah, I'm not sure, Debbie. I can put this one outside in my backyard and see. Do a little experiment. I don't think we're going to need 16, but we're going to see here. Do I prefer the Wreath of Joy frame? They all have their purpose. I like them all. For something like this one definitely comes in handier because you can literally put a zip tie anywhere you want. But I like them all. All right, one more right here. Now it's laying a little flat, but that's because I'm pushing down on everything. Hey, hey. All right, so let me see how many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that one just broke. 10, 11, 12, 13. So 14 is what I used on this second row. Where'd that one go that broke? Right here. You love this storefront? Thanks. Okay. So as we start to get these on here, I'm going to just kind of fluff it up a little bit. So there's the next row. It's one thing looking down from it this way, but when you hold it up, totally different. All right. So for this next one, we're going to start going with the smaller petals. So this petal was 8-inch. Okay, so I used the same foam sheet, cut it down to an 8-inch square, cut it diagonally in half, and then we're going to do that same thing. Take the end of our mesh roller, take a band, and then just go and roll it from one side to the other. Now you don't have to use this. You can just roll it by hand if you would like. But y'all know my OCD will not allow me to do that. Okay, and then we're just going to take this end, line it up, and then pinch at the 1 inch mark, just like that, and band it. Okay, so we now have our 8 inch cone petal. You can paint this foam, but I know they have other sheets because I've seen them in different projects others have done. Nothing wreath related, but I had to try it and use it as a wreath. But I know I've seen it in purple, yellow, blue, other colors. We'll just have to find it. Uline has the pink. I have the pink. So this is the pink from Amazon. It is a little bit thicker. So if you are in the Crafting with Friends paid group, this is what I'm using for the peony. Okay. It's just a little thicker. That's what I was going to use for this, but it was too thick for my hands to handle. So using that band going up from the edge. That's where we're going to put our second row, or you can just use the edge that's on there. Now I don't know how many we're going to need. So let's see. You could always use that same size if you wanted as well, the 10 inch, instead of going down to the 8 inch. You could also double up on these petals if you wanted. And I'll flip it over and show you the back as well, so you can kind of see what that looks like. What is going in the center? You have to wait and see. Oh, that one came undone. This one's the 8 inch. You're welcome. I think I'm just kind of going like right next to each other. I think I'm going to put 2 in this one. Because we're getting a whole lot of stuff in that middle, it's getting harder to add. Oh, that was the wrong size. Gosh, darn it. Hold on. See, that's what I get for trying to cheat. So y'all remember we put 2 petals in this one zip tie. So when I give you a count, well, I'll know from the top, but if I count from the bottom, I won't know since I'll just be seeing one zip tie. All right, I think this is going to be the last one. So light and fluffy. All right, I'm gonna. Isn't that cool? It almost looks like the center of a dahlia anyway. All right, so what I'm thinking is we've got an even smaller piece. So these, let me give you a count on that row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine, 1 inch up, 8 inches. Now remember, these are half petals, so you really only need 10, 8, and 5 because we took that one sheet, cut it in half. Okay. All right, so this is going to be the center. These, I believe, are 6 inch. Yes. So center, 6 inches. So I'm thinking we're going to do 4 of these. zip tie them all together in a bunch, and then attach it to the frame. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see if it works. Okay. This may be too small for my roller, and I may, no, maybe not. Hold on. Okay. So that worked. Don't necessarily like that. Let me see. We're going to need a tighter curl. So let's do a 1-inch curl. I don't know that I like that either. Hold on. We're going to figure it out. Yeah, let's just do a 2-inch. Just band it. A dowel rod would actually work a little better. So I'm just folding it to the 2-inch. And then bringing that cut center. Yeah, Janelle, I didn't count from the back, so I did account for that one. I put 2 petals in. If I had counted from the back on the zip ties, then the count would have been different. Does that make sense? We're going to see if this works. This is what I had in my head. This is packing foam. Okay, so see what I did? So we just put 4 together. What's the diameter of the inside of the metal grit? Girl, I have no idea. So I like that. So here's what I'm going to attempt to do. Let me just see if I can get one band around that all. And then we're going to grab a zip tie. Okay, that works. Okay, so because what I'm going to do is all this, I'm going to try to bring up so it doesn't look as flat. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, just like we did that first row, I'm going to take, how am I going to do this? Let me get this up tighter anyway. I know I need another hand, man. I don't think I did that so tight that I can't get a thingy up through it. So I'm going to take this, feed it down through that metal grid. Feed it up through. I know the wheels are spinning. You can tell, huh? Actually, I needed to do that the other way. No, that's right. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and I'm going to feed it up through. Hopefully I didn't get it so tight that it won't go. The things I come up with, y'all. I may have got it too. Nope, there it goes. It went through the completely wrong. Serious when the glasses come off. I did it too tight, y'all. Oh, I cut that metal band too. Okay, let's try her again. Oh, Lord, here we go. Okay, not so tight. We're going to keep that on there. Learn from our mistakes. Okay, there we go. I can grab it. Okay, now we need to do it to the other side. Otherwise, you can see it's going to pull. Who's got my cousin? The glasses are off. Yeah, I need to go that way. All right. So we're going to do this side as well. Oh, we did it. the little victories, y'all. Or you can just glue the dang thing to the dang thing. But, you know, I have to be a little more difficult. All right, so now I'm going to find that first zip tie. I'm going to tighten it. There we go. Cut that off. Tighten this one. Cut that off. Whew. Did I tighten that one? Now it's all smushed to HE double hockey sticks. As long as the sweatshirt stays on, we're good, right? Diana wants to know if you're Cajun. No, I'm not Cajun. I'm not Cajun. Oh, don't let me forget about the puzzle piece. That thingy thing. I will make it work, trust me. That's so pretty. Not standing up as much as oh, look. It'll stand up some more. Look at her. Okay, now if you wanted to add, I found these, or I have these. These are actually part of a D-stash, but I was like, well, that would be perfect if you wanted to have it in like a pot. So you can get these from Craft Outlet. Now I'm not going to attach it because this is part of a D-stash kit. Starts doing patriotic. Patriotic's coming next week, y'all. Patriotic kits will start being loaded Friday. So you could have, this is part that comes with it. So you just E6000, I would scruff it up, add your E6000, put that on there, attach. It comes with 2 holes at the top that you could attach to that first ring, and then it would look like it's in a flower pot. Isn't that cute? Neat type of black balls in the middle. What you talking about, girl? I looked up white Dahlia's pictures. I didn't see no black balls in any of them. So let me bring you up and I'll show you. I don't know why I didn't have to do the puzzle piece. Maybe they're getting used to me going over my hour. And they're like, forget her, just let her go. So, Dahlia, attach this to that first ring if you wanted. And you could have it as tall as you wanted. So if you didn't want that tall of a stem, you could literally add it wherever you wanted. Look how cute that is, y'all. anything goes, right? I love that. I love the look. I love how it's so delicate looking. You don't get that delicacy looking thing from too many of the meshes. But I love, love, love that. And it's black and white, so it's perfect with that green stem. So there you go. There's your Dahlia. Your 2025 Dahlia with crafting foam. But this is part of a D-stash kit for a sunflower. So you get the yellow, the green for the leaves, and the sunflower senna, if anybody's looking for a D-stash kit, and you get the flower pot. That one wore me out, y'all. The brain just had to go, go, go. All right. Any questions? So we used a total of 20 petals. So that you only need 10 petals because you'll cut them in half. So 20 on the second bar. 16 an inch up. 9 an inch up from that. And then your very center. Okay. Another Friday dance. Because it worked. It worked. It worked. All right, y'all. I am out of here. Y'all have an amazing weekend. VIP, I will see y'all in a couple hours. Not VIP, I need to quit saying that. Crafting with friends, I will see y'all hopefully in a couple hours. And then I love that. I just can't afford it because of shipping. Yeah, well, this is like weighs less than a pound. It's very, that foam, the shipping foam is very lightweight. So it definitely makes a lightweight wreath for sure. Any questions? No? All right. Y'all have an amazing weekend and I will see y'all Monday. All right. Bye, y'all.